How did you feel when a text from Go Long came in?
That was the delight for me because I didn't expect to enjoy them and look forward to them. And as the days and weeks went through, I absolutely did and found myself really kind of looking forward to them. Um, I think I really look forward to being able to respond back on a Sunday because my mind has raced every Sunday night of my entire life, getting ready for a week.
Hmm.
And I keep it all in my head, and that never helps. But by waiting, I would wait for your Sunday text. Sometimes I'd even text you before you even texted me because I was so
Yes.
ready. And I'd be like, I got to tell you, these are my 3 goals for the week. And so having that out of my brain and into my phone made such a big difference for kind of the Sunday scaries. I was really surprised by that one because really I don't have tons of goals and not a ton changes every week, but I've got a couple things floating around in my head and it helps me to kind of document them. And I don't do that otherwise, I've got millions of planners sitting around here that are half filled out, and yet it
Right.
was the text messages that made a difference. I think that was one, and then I was really surprised how my relationship with the text on how are you going to recharge over the weekend that would show up on a Thursday or Friday. At first, I bristled. I was like, "Come on, I don't have time for this. So I'm paying this lady to help me be this executive. What is she talking about?" And then I thought, well, okay, this is part of the plan. How am I going to recharge? And pretty soon, I was being so much more intentional about how I was thinking about the weekend. And then also kind of like rewarding myself and kind of like having some more joy in some things because it wasn't that I couldn't make time to recharge. That wasn't my problem. It was that I wasn't like stopping to say like, this was fun. This was great. This was recharging. And so like, it was really more about kind of the act of documenting and reflecting that was a huge benefit for me.